There are three luxury SUVs sitting on dealer lots right now that depreciate like rocks. And that's exactly what makes them incredible deals. I'm talking German engineering, Italian leather, and technology that cost $60,000 new, now selling for the price of a base model Honda. These aren't just cheap luxury. I'm talking about SUVs with bulletproof drivetrains, premium materials that actually last, and maintenance costs that won't destroy your wallet if you know what to look for. After working in the automotive industry for over a decade, I've watched people pay $35,000 for a used Lexus RX, while these three sit there, depreciating 60 to 70% in 5 years, waiting for someone smart enough to notice. Today, I'm counting down my three most underrated luxury SUVs on the used market, the ones that offer $60,000 worth of vehicle for $20,000, as long as you buy the right year and avoid the landmines. Let's get into it. Number 3. Infiniti QX60. Number 3 is a luxury 3-row SUV that shares its platform with the Nissan Pathfinder, but wraps it in leather, wood trim, and technology that puts Acura to shame. I'm talking lower prices than a used MDX, better materials than a Pilot, and depreciation so brutal you can grab a loaded 2017 model for less than $18,000. Let me tell you about a conversation I had last month. A customer came in, early 40s, needed a luxury SUV with 3 rows for the family. She was dead set on spending $28,000 on a 2018 Acura MDX with 75,000 miles. I looked at it. Beautiful truck, don't get me wrong. But then I pulled up a 2017 Infiniti QX60 with 68,000 miles for $16,800. Same 3 rows, same luxury features, better ride quality, and over $11,000 less. She said, "I've never even considered an Infiniti." Exactly, that's why it's cheap. She bought it. 3 months later, she called me. "This interior is nicer than my friend's brand new Highlander." Here's what nobody tells you about the second generation QX60. Infiniti built this thing to compete with the Lexus RX and Acura MDX, but they priced it slightly lower when new and gave it better standard equipment. The 3.5-liter V6 makes 295 horsepower. That's 30 more than the Highlander, and it's the same proven VQ engine Nissan's been perfecting since the 1990s. The CVT transmission gets a bad rap because of Nissan's economy car applications, but in the QX60, it's been reliable. We're talking 150,000 plus miles with just fluid changes. And the luxury, real leather, real wood, triple zone climate control, Bose sound system, panoramic moonroof. These came standard on most trims. You're getting features that would cost $8,000 in options on a Toyota. RepairPal ranks the QX60 with an average annual repair cost of $639. That's actually less than the Acura MDX at $713. I've seen QX60s come through the shop at 120,000 miles with nothing but routine maintenance. The biggest repair? A set of struts at 110,000 miles for $900. Current used prices? A 2016 QX60 with 70,000 miles runs about $15,000 to $18,000. A comparable 2016 Acura MDX with the same miles? You're looking at $22,000 to $26,000. That's an $8,000 difference for what is honestly a more luxurious interior. Now, if you're shopping for one, here's what to check. First, check the CVT fluid condition. Pull the dipstick. It should be red and smell normal, not burnt. Infiniti says lifetime fluid, but smart owners change it every 60,000 miles. If the seller has receipts showing CVT services, that's a green flag. Second, test the air conditioning. Some early models had AC compressor failures around 80,000 miles. It's a $1,200 repair, so make sure it blows ice cold. Third, check for oil leaks around the valve covers. Minor seepage is normal on high-mileage VQ engines, but active dripping means a $600 gasket job is coming. Here's the math on the QX60. Buy one for $16,000. Drive it for 100,000 miles. Spend maybe $4,000 on maintenance over that time. You will not find a better luxury per dollar deal in the 3-row category. Number 2. Volvo XC90. If you think the QX60 is a bargain, this next one is absolutely insane, because we're talking Scandinavian luxury, world-class safety, and build quality that rivals Range Rover, all for the price of a used CR-V. And if you buy the right drivetrain, the reliability is far better than the brand's reputation suggests. Number 2 is the second generation Volvo XC90, specifically the 2016 to 2020 T6 AWD models. Now, I know what you're thinking. Volvos are money pits. But here's the thing, this generation changed everything. Volvo completely redesigned this SUV from the ground up with a focus on quality, and the early models have now depreciated to the point where you're getting $65,000 worth of luxury for $22,000. I had a couple come into the shop last year with a 2017 XC90 T6 Momentum. They'd bought it with 62,000 miles for $23,500, brought it in for inspection after the sale. I put it on the lift, checked everything. Clean. The only thing it needed was rear brake pads. I told them, if this thing has maintenance records, you scored. Fast forward to last month. They're at 95,000 miles. You know what's broken? The tailgate actuator. That's it. Cost them $380 to fix. Everything else has been oil changes, filters, and one set of tires. Here's what makes the XC90 special. Volvo went all in on a new 2.0-liter turbocharged and supercharged 4-cylinder, making 316 horsepower. Yes, a 4-cylinder, but it's mated to an 8-speed automatic from Aisin, the same transmission supplier Toyota uses. This is the combo you want. Avoid the T8 plug-in hybrid unless you want to deal with hybrid battery complexity. The interior? This is where the XC90 embarrasses everything in its price range. Nappa leather, real wood inlays, Orifice crystal shifter, Bowers & Wilkins sound system available. The tablet-style touchscreen was industry-leading when it came out and still holds up today. RepairPal gives the XC90 an average annual repair cost of $851. That's higher than a Lexus, yes, but it's $350 less than a BMW X5 and $200 less than an Audi Q7. Current market prices will shock you. A 2017 XC90 T6 Momentum with 70,000 miles. You're looking at $21,000 to $25,000. That's 65% depreciation from the original $50,000 plus sticker price. Compare that to a 2017 Lexus RX 350 with similar miles. You're paying $28,000 to $32,000. That's a $7,000 difference for what is objectively a more luxurious, more spacious vehicle. When you're test driving one, pay attention to 4 things. First, check for oil leaks around the turbocharger and supercharger. These engines run hot, and seals can weep. Second, test all the electronics: seats, sunroof, infotainment, cameras. Volvo's electrical systems are complex, and modules can fail. Third, check the air suspension if equipped. It should rise and lower smoothly. If it's sagging or making noise, you're looking at a $2,500 repair. Fourth, get a pre-purchase inspection focused on the cooling system. Water pumps can fail around 80,000 to 100,000 miles. Number 1. Porsche Cayenne. Number 1 is a German performance SUV with the same engineering as a 911, more capability than anything else on this list, and a badge that screams success. Yet somehow, people still overlook it because they think Porsche maintenance will bankrupt me. Spoiler alert, if you buy the right model year and engine, it won't. Let me tell you about my buddy's experience with the Cayenne. 2 years ago, he needed a vehicle. He's a car guy, loves performance, but he's got 2 kids. His budget was $25,000. He looked at X5s, Q7s, Grand Cherokees, all solid. Then I found a 2014 Porsche Cayenne S with 78,000 miles for $24,500. He bought it. At the time of this script, he's at 112,000 miles. You know what he spent on repairs? $3,200 total. And that includes a full brake job, new air suspension compressor, and a cooling system refresh. 0 engine or transmission failures. The second-generation Cayenne shares its platform with the Audi Q7 and VW Touareg. But Porsche tuned everything: suspension, steering, brakes, to drive like a sports car. The base 3.6-liter V6 makes 300 horsepower and is bulletproof. The Cayenne S with the 4.8-liter V8, that's 400 horsepower and genuinely fast. Both engines are naturally aspirated. No turbos to fail. No direct injection carbon buildup nightmares. Now let's talk depreciation, because this is where the Cayenne becomes a screaming deal. A 2014 Porsche Cayenne S with 75,000 miles sells for $22,000 to $27,000 today. You know what it cost new in 2014? About $68,000. That's $41,000 to $46,000 in depreciation. Yes, that's brutal if you bought it new, but if you're buying used, you're getting a $68,000 Porsche for Honda Pilot money. According to RepairPal, a Cayenne will cost about $1,231 annually in maintenance and repairs. That sounds high until you realize that's only $380, more than a Volvo XC90. And here's the secret. If you avoid the dealership and find an independent Porsche specialist, those costs drop 40%. The most common issues: air suspension can wear out around 100,000 miles, coolant pipes can develop leaks, and the transfer case fluid should be changed every 60,000 miles. None of this is catastrophic.
If you're shopping for one, here's what to inspect. First, check the air suspension. Push down on each corner. It should rise back smoothly. Second, check for coolant leaks. Pop the hood and look at the plastic coolant pipes near the engine. Third, test drive it hard. Porsche built this to perform. Floor it, brake hard, take corners aggressively. Fourth, get a pre-purchase inspection from a Porsche specialist.
Here's my final take on the Cayenne. This is the most fun you can have in a luxury SUV for under $30,000. It's fast, it's gorgeous, it handles like a sports car, and it has a Porsche badge. So there it is. 3 luxury SUVs the market forgot, but smart buyers didn't. Hit subscribe if this helped you. Drive safe, maintain your SUV properly, and it'll reward you with years of luxury. See you in the next one.